Welcome to That One Time in Business with me, your host, Casey Renee, a creative director and brand strategist who has 1,000,001 stories and lessons to share. Now remember, these are teachable moments with a twist and a laugh. So let's get started. Okay, so boom. We have a very special guest, somebody who knows me, knows all the things I complain about, all the stories that I talk about. So, I always say this. Everybody needs to get themselves to Sasha. This is actually my Sasha. I felt like she should have been on this podcast a little bit earlier. However, she didn't respond to my email for this. She bypassed it, went to all the business emails, and then finally, after a lot of harassment, we have her on the show. So tell me about that one time in business.
That one time in business where it's like pulling teeth to get anything you need from a client. That's essentially what it was. I had a client who I was doing similar stuff that I do for you, like OBM type stuff, trying to manage her coaching business. She had a retail store, but she also wanted to do coaching for other retail businesses. And so she hired me. I was getting paid $1,000 a month.
Sheesh.
And she paid so quickly, which I was like, this is wonderful. It was like all the green flags at first.
We love to see it.
So I would get paid on time. I didn't have to I didn't have to send the follow-up emails, nothing like that. I was always, and she even signed up for like reoccurring payments. So that way it would just auto pay at the same time. But then when it came time to actually do the work, communication just all the way dropped. There was nothing.
Was she a creative? Because I'm like that too. Was she?
I don't consider her creative. Her retail store was in the garden industry, like it was plants and stuff like that. So but that was her business. It was a family-owned business. She ran that. She had employees. So I knew she had a lot going on with that. She had 2 kids, but she wanted to do this coaching business. And then she was like, okay, you just handle that. So I was supposed to be in the Facebook group, get engagement. I was coming up with email funnels for her. I was updating her website, trying to get these programs out there. And literally we would meet like every other week, and literally my list would be the same. I need this from you. I need this from you.
You're so loyal to a fault because, baby, let me tell you, I'm only going to hunt your ass down once.
Well, she's paying me.
Maybe but see, and what did I tell you? I had to learn about myself when we worked together. I would be like, dang, she had to figure out on her own, like, okay, I'm giving out this money. I need to, give her something. That's not your job to hunt me down. You know what I'm saying? You're loyal and I appreciate it. And that's why I tell again, everybody, let's play a drinking game. Every time I say, everybody needs a Sasha, take a drink. You'll be fucking wasted after this episode. But, the loyalty, we thank you. However, you got other things to do because again, this was your only client because I'm one of your clients. So
I think the most frustrating part of it was just, I'm trying to help you. Like, you literally hired me so you could get this piece of your business up and going. She was an affiliate for this other retail thing. So she didn't even have to like do much. It was literally like sending people to this other program to get them to sign up with her information. But it was pulling teeth. And we worked together for like probably 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months before she finally decided like, I'm paying you, but I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
You're like, let me help me help you.
And that's always what it is. It's like, I need X, Y, and Z for the best clients I have outside of Casey, because Casey be like this all the time.
Thank you. And
too.
I did not pay her to say that. Thank you. Everybody get yourself a Sasha.
Casey's guilty of not giving me stuff that I need. The best ones I have are like, if I give you a list.
the horror story in this one, okay? Thank you.
I'm very type A, and I function with a list. I literally have to have a list in order to keep my day organized, keep everything that I do organized. And so when I send my clients a list and it's like, hey, in order for me to do this, I need X, Y, and Z from you. That's all I'm asking for. And then I don't get it. What am I supposed to do with that?
So she was all green flags, and this is the only red flag.
And literally it wasn't until we started working together. I'm talking when we had a meeting, we had our discovery call, fine. She was like, you're like one of 2 people I'm talking to. I really like you. She was like down to bit, like real straight to business. When I sent that contract and invoice, she immediately paid, signed up for reoccurring. So the joint hit automatically. Like it was all green flags at the beginning. She didn't flinch at the price. She was ready for it. She didn't ask me to come down for nothing. Like it was perfect.
So she just
Perfect
wasn't
alignment.
she wasn't ready.
No, she was not ready to do that piece of her business. And I don't know, like this was right, I want to say not the height of COVID, but probably that summer when everybody was really big into plants. Some people were like really trying to stock up on plants.
Hold on, don't do that, because I definitely dug in some dirt at the top of the pandemic. Now, if you go see what what the front of my yard looks like now, we all know that the world has opened back up. But baby, it looked like the botanical garden out in my front of my yard for like a smooth 6-7 months.
So I don't know if because with her retail store, like she was having a lot of people who are now into gardening and shit. And so she was trying to focus on that, or if she just wasn't ready to have this part of her business. But she would tell me about like stuff going on in her store and all these like somebody left after 25 years and now she had like that came up in her business. I think it was during the summer, so her kids were starting back up with like camps and stuff like that. So it was just, she was all over the place, but she would always show up for our meetings. She would start every meeting with, "I know I owe you this."
That's how I do. Just get it out the way. I know I owe you this. Let's not even talk about this shit. Just what are we on now? What is next on the agenda?
Well, then it turned into, well, we can meet like once a month because I don't got no updates for you because of what I had planned on doing last week. I needed the stuff that you were supposed to give me. So if you don't give it to me, I
think
can't
she
do anything.
wasn't ready. But you know what? That also, and this could have been like the COVID, the kind of the trickle down part of COVID. Some people, Snipes included, that we got a lot of clients. We got a lot of business, and it made me feel like, oh, I need to scale. Like I have to scale this in some capacity because I'm not used to this influx. Is that the right word? Yeah.
Say it again?
Influx?
Influx.
All right. Anyway, everybody get yourself a Sasha. Everybody get yourself a Sasha, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just gonna go with it. I didn't want to correct you until you said it.
It felt wrong. It felt real wrong, but I was like, we're here.
And now a quick commercial break.
Are you ready to uncover the untold stories of a freelance designer's journey? Introducing That One Time in Business, a designer's tell-all guide, a captivating 5-part ebook series that dives deep into the world of freelance design. From the mind of me, Casey Renee, an experienced designer who's been there and done it all. These books are the ticket to help unlock the secrets of success in the creative industry. Visit IamCaseyRenee.com today or simply click the link in the show description to grab your copy. But I felt like everybody in business kind of felt like that was going on, so they ran to like figure it out. And mind you, a lot of people don't need teams. They think they do because they see it, or business just started to scale where they're like, I need a team, but I don't know what the team looked like. And that might have been what she probably went through. It sounds like she needed help.
She was really excited because at that time, I guess in the garden industry, like you had all these people who were struggling because they're so used to people being in their stores. And now all of a sudden people are ordering their plants and stuff online. They don't have the foot traffic and everything like that. And she was able to maintain her retail store, still getting customers, like, just pivoting. Like you and I talk about that all the time. So she was able to pivot her business. So she was like, I can help other people do this who are in the same industry. And I think mentally she really wanted to do it. But when it came down to like putting in the work for it and like, okay, like I can help you do this, she just was not there. It was pulling teeth. And I felt bad, because I'm taking your money. Like if you're going to pay me, you can keep paying me. But I also like want to do work for you. Like I feel bad if you giving me money and then I can't do nothing for you.
But you know what? I look at you and I know you're type A. People who aren't type A, we get excited about people like you because you're ultimately like what we aspire to be, but we're not going to be it. Like, we know our truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never like, I wish I could see her. If you look behind her head, it's a calendar that's filled in.
Today, I literally mapped out my June through December for BA.
Now
Like,
look
it's like
behind me. Oh, you don't even see it. It's a calendar that's still on May 8th behind me. Okay. So it's we're yin and yang. And I think that in business, we need those things and we keep people around even if like we didn't finish the to-do list because we kind of hope some of it rubs off on us because we need it. No, I promise I'm being so serious. Like, we really need some type A sometimes to rub off on us. So I can't empathize with her because I'm like, maybe she knows all the thing or knew all the things that needed to happen. And you were the person to do it, but yeah, you can't, like, if you're not helping me get you to point B, then this really is fucking pointless.
I think, like, what it comes down to, if you have that type of personality, when you are going out and hiring somebody to help you, you need to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Like, at the very least, like, because she had nothing. When I tell you she didn't have a plan, she didn't have, like, it was
she
like,
was a hope and a prayer. All right.
yeah, it was like she said she had a shell of a website that was, it was basic enough that linked to some stuff, but she didn't really have anything else. And she was like, help me with this idea. This is the only one that I have. Can you like flesh it out and everything like that? Which was fine because that's what I do. But when you are that type of personality where you're not super organized and you are paying money to someone, you can exhibit all the green flags, but you got to make sure that you are doing what you need to do in order to get your money's worth, because then you just wasting money. Like, I didn't want her to turn around and look at me and be like, what am I paying Sasha for? And then if she gets it up her ass to be like, oh, Sasha wasn't worth it, like, now I'm going to badmouth her business because I paid her all this money. And what did I get out of it?
More time than not. It happens so much where you're like,
and it wasn't me.
It's not me, it's you. But then it's like, but you're the one who got funded. So I don't know. They want you to make,
I can't
wine out of water. Yeah. So, but out of it, I mean, did we learn any lessons? Anything?
I mean, I still work with creative people, so I don't know if I learned a lesson.
Still fuck with y'all.
No, I think what it did help me figure out was that when I'm going into these conversations with people who are trying to get clients like this, it's like, I need to be asking questions of, okay, where are you? What do you have right now? Are you ready to do this? And then asking specifically, if I need X, Y, and Z, what's the turnaround time look like for that? When can I expect things back from you? Like, just establishing those kind of communication things and, back and forth. So that way I'm not wasting my time trying to get stuff for you. And then that, okay, I told Sasha I'm gonna get stuff to her every 5 days. Whatever she needs, I can get it to her a week later. Cool. So now we both on the same page. Now, after that 5th day, Sasha gonna come hunting you down.
Sure do.
But I'm not gonna waste my time talking about, I got you on my to-do list to do this today, and I can't do nothing with it.
We don't want to fuck up that calendar you got going on behind you either. I do not be the reason that calendar gets fucking shoveled around. Not at all.
So it really like made me zero in on asking the right questions of people. Like, are you honestly at the stage where you're ready for this? Like, do you have the time to dedicate to whatever this is? And not just like you were saying, not just, I need someone. I don't know what that looks like, what I need exactly. I'm just gonna hope that I pick the right person and they figure it out. It's really kind of like, no, I need to make sure I'm dialing into, I don't think you quite ready for me yet, but when you get X, Y, and Z, then we can talk. Like, then I'll be able to help you.
But that's dope of you that you actually articulate that, because I know there's a lot of service providers they know somebody's not ready, but
they just take people money.
Yeah, they know. Like, you really know, like, this ain't it. I ain't gonna lie, back in the day, guilty as motherfucking charged. You know what I'm saying? But I think that that's something to be commended, where you're just like, all right, you're not ready. You got to sit this one out, or at least wait. Or maybe, hey, it'll look like let's work together for 3 months on something on what it will look like. And then we'll start day one of my actual service. Just workarounds.
I'm never one for taking people's money just for the sake of taking people's money. And so like I've had people apply to my group program who didn't need it. And like they were ahead. And we sat on a call and I was like, honestly, you don't need this. Like, thank you for coming and talking to me, but your business is fine. You have to be transparent with people. Because it's also this. It goes back to the same thing. If you decide you want to come work with me and you don't need what I do, or you're not ready, you'll feel the same way. You'll feel like you're not getting your money's worth. You're not getting anything out of it, and it becomes a stressor for you. And the one thing I don't do is stress, and I'm not trying to cause anybody else stress.
You be so. Get yourself a Sasha, ladies and gentlemen. You call her in a panic or like, I need this, and she was so. I've already done it. It's already done. I be like, okay. It make you feel stupid for even being so stressed about this shit. She be like, I already did it. It's already done. I'm like, oh, thank you, Sasha. I greatly appreciate it.
Because in my role, like what I do for you, what I do for other people, is to take away that stress. And so ain't no sense of both of us being riled up. Like
that's true. Nope, that's very true.
So, and I don't do stress. Like there's not much that stresses me out. So,
damn, that's tight. I mean, because I be over this joint stressed as shit. You'd think I would have more gray hairs on my head than what I do, but
I have so many. And
yours is now wisdom. We know yours is wisdom because I don't have none. And baby, I be stressed the fuck out over here about any and everything. I be like, oh my God. The sun is going down. I am fucking stressed.
Nope. I just be like, okay, what can we do about it?
So let me ask you, too, if you could say anything to this lady now, what would you tell her?
I appreciate you. You loyal.
I appreciate you wanting to work with me. Next time, I thought about like recently reaching out to her and being, hey, where's your business at now? Like, are you ready now because it's been probably a year and a half since I worked with her. So I thought about reaching out to her. But if I talk to her now, thank you for entrusting me. But next time,
you just got to get it together. Get your shit together.
You need to have X, Y, and Z if you're going to hire someone for your business. Or like, this is what you could have done differently if we were working together. Because I always want people to succeed in their business and not to just be wasting money. Like, thank you for paying me, but you still wasted your money.
All right, you get her first. Get yourself a Sasha. All right, bye. So did you enjoy the gems I dropped today or feel normalized after you push play? Well, feel free to like, subscribe, and share that One Time in Business with me, your host, Casey Renee. Now remember, we are all in this crazy shit together.